In today's video, we are going to cover solving equations with variables on both sides. Our learning targets for today are I can explain how to solve an equation with variables on both sides, and I can use equations with variables on both sides to model and solve real-life problems. Equations with variables on both sides. So when we solve equations with variables on both sides, we can follow these steps to solve. So our first step is to distribute if necessary. After we distribute, we'll want to combine any like terms that we have, again, if necessary. Then we will want to collect our constants on the same side, so that's numbers without a variable. After we do that, on the other side, we'll want to collect our variables on the same side. Now we can do steps 3 and 4 interchangeably. We just have to make sure that our constants are on one side and our variables are on the other side. Then, once we've done that, we'll solve the equation. Now looking at some examples, we have solved the following equations with variables on both sides. So number 1, we have 8x minus 7 equals 4x plus 21. Now, I want to move the constants on one side and my variables on the opposite side. Typically, I like to move the smaller variable to the side with the bigger variable. That way, we will not have to deal with negative variables. So I'd want to move this 4x over to this side. In order to move the 4x to the left side, it's being added, so I'll subtract 4x from both sides. Now 8x minus 4x will be 4x. I will have my minus 7, and that will be equal to a positive 21. Now that I have the variables on the left side, I want to move my constants to the opposite side. So in order to get rid of this negative 7, I want to move it to the right side by adding 7 to both sides. So then 4x would equal 28. Now in order to get rid of the 4 in front of my x, it's being multiplied, so I will divide by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, so x equals 7 is my solution to this equation. Now looking at number 6, we have 1/4 x plus 17 equals x minus 4. So I want to move the 1/4 x to the right side because 1/4 is smaller than x. So in order to get rid of the 1/4, I will subtract 1/4 x. Subtracting 1/4 x will give me a 0 on the left side, so I'll just have my 17. And that's equal to x minus 1/4 x will be 3/4 x. And then I'll have my minus 4. Now I want my minus 4 to the left side, so I will get rid of it by adding 4 to both sides. So 17 plus 4 is 21. That will be equal to 3/4 x. Now in order to get rid of the 3/4, I will multiply by my reciprocal, which is 4/3. So I'll multiply both sides by 4/3. So 21 times 4/3 will be 84/3, which is 28. So x will be equal to 28. Number 7, I have 3 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 5 times x minus 4. So here I'll want to distribute first. So I'll distribute my 3 into my 2x and into my 1. 3 times 2x will be 6x. 3 times 1 is 3. That's going to be equal to, I'll distribute the 5 into the x and into the negative 4. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Now I want to move my variables to one side and my constants to the other side. So I'm going to move the 5x to the left side, so I'm going to subtract 5x because it's a positive 5x. 6x minus 5x is a single x. It's going to be added to 3, and that's going to be equal to negative 20. Now I'll want to move the 3 to the right side, so I will subtract 3 because it's being added. So x will equal negative 23. And that's my solution to this equation. Looking at number 8, we have 6 plus 12 parentheses x plus 3 is equal to 7x plus 30 plus 6x. So here I want to distribute my 12 into my x and into my 3. So I'll have 6 plus 12x plus 36 is equal to, now I'm going to combine my like terms on the right side as well. So my like terms are 7x and 6x, so that's 13x plus 30. Now on my left side, I want to combine my 6 and my 36. So I'll have 12x plus 42 is equal to 13x plus 30. Now moving my 12x to the other side, I will subtract 12x from both sides. So 42 is equal to x plus 30. Then subtracting my 30 from 42 will give me x is equal to 12. So x is 12 is my solution for number 8. Number 9, I have 5 plus 1/3 times 6x plus 9 is equal to negative, parentheses x minus 4. So I want to distribute my 1/3 into my 6x and into my 9, as well as my negative into my x and my negative 4. So I'll have 5 plus 1/3 times 6x is 6 over 3x, which is 2x, and 1/3 times 9 is plus 3. That's going to be equal to negative 1 times x is negative x, and negative 1 times negative 4 is a positive 4. Now combining like terms, I'll have 5 and 3 combined, so that will give me 2x plus 8 is equal to negative x plus 4. If I move my negative x to the left side, I will want to add it because it's being subtracted, so plus x. 2x plus x is 3x plus 8 is equal to 4. I will subtract 8 from both sides, so 3x will equal negative 4. I'll divide everything by 3, so x is negative 4/3 is the solution to this equation. Now looking at number 11, we have the perimeter of the rectangle and the triangle shown are the same. Write an equation to represent this equation and solve for x. Then find the perimeter of each shape. So remember, perimeter is adding up all of the sides together. So if the perimeters are the same, that would mean the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to the perimeter of the triangle. Now in my rectangle, I'll have lengths of 5x minus 2 and then width of 3x minus 0.5. So if I create the rectangle's perimeter, that would be 5x minus 2 plus 5x minus 2 plus 3x minus 0.5 plus 3x minus 0.5. That's going to be equal to the triangle's perimeter, which would be 2x plus 3 plus 2x plus 3 plus 10x minus 5. Now I want to combine all of my like terms. So on my left side, I have a 5x, 5x, 3x, and 3x. That will make 16x. I have a negative 2, a negative 2, a negative 0.5, and a negative 0.5, which would be negative 5. That's going to be equal to my right side, which is 2x, 2x, and 10x, so 14x, and then 3, 3, and negative 5. 3 and 3 make 6, negative 5 would make a positive 1. So my equation for the perimeters would be 16x minus 5 is equal to 14x plus 1. Now if I want to solve this equation, I want to move my variables to one side. So I'll subtract 14x from both sides, which will give me 2x minus 5 is equal to 1. Then I'll add 5 to both sides. So 2x will equal 6. I'll divide by 2. So x equals 3. Now in order to find the perimeter, I will plug 3 back into both of my equations for the perimeter of the rectangle and triangle. Now since they're the same, I only need to do this for one. So if I use the rectangle was 16x minus 5. So instead of x, I'll have 3. So 16 times 3 minus 5. 16 times 3 is 48. 48 minus 5 is 43. So the perimeter is 43 units. In today's lesson, we learned to solve an equation with variables on both sides, follow these steps. First, distribute if necessary. Then combine like terms, again if necessary. Move your constants to one side, move your variables to the other side, and then solve the equation. That's a wrap on this video. We'll see you in the next one.